Hello everyone, as you guys can see from the title, today I am doing my Pan Those Eyeshadows update, you guys. We have about 3 more updates after this one. So we're getting towards the end of the year, and I will say that this month I was very proud of myself for how well I did with this project pan. I lucked out, and the fact that I updated this project pan literally a day or two before I left on vacation helped me out tremendously, because when I came back, I was able to really hone down on all these eyeshadows, even though I had a few uses on certain ones already. So it worked out in the end for me. I thought that this one was going to be the project that was going to be hindered the most, but if anything, this was my best one besides my Pan That Face palette. All right, you guys, so I have my update here. So if you're interested to see where I stand with my 4 shadows, stay tuned. Alright, as always, if you're interested to see my rules, they will be down in the description box. Everyone does them differently. So let's start out with the ones that are not the best. Let's start out with our single. This is our MAC Let's Roll Dazzle shadow. This was a shadow that I did roll in already in this project pan. This is the second round that it has been, and I knew I was going to hit pan on it, but it was rather easy. From before and after, you guys can see it really looks the same, you guys. This is a really nice topper. It's a shadow that has a shifting shade, but it is perfect for a topper. So if you have a matte all over, or if you want a different kind of twist to your eyeshadow shimmer, you can add this on top, or a cream shadow. That's what I've been using them this whole entire time. So I got my 20 uses out of it because it was one of the easiest shadows to use. You can see that I don't know, there might be a small dip in the center. I don't know. It's really, really nice. I really do like it. And it was perfect for the summer, so I didn't mind it. It kind of, if I put it on top of my lips, it'll look all nice and shimmery as well. But this one's getting rolled out, so I roll out my one single in this project. Up next was my Sephora palette. These are my Cleona and miscellaneous shadows in here. I rolled in the shade Leather and Lace from Napoleon Perdue. This was a shadow that was very gray. I did have some use on it, but it was very minimal. So I'll show you guys where I was before, and this is where we are. You guys can see that I did get some use out of it. The main way I used this shadow was as an eyeliner. The first time I popped, here's a funny fact. First time I used this shadow, I used it all over the crease, and boy, for this being old and no longer in existence, you guys, this is so much more pigmented than most shadows that you get nowadays. Not as powdery, and boy, was it vibrant gray. It was too much gray. It was kind of like my shirt gray. So I didn't like it because it's too gray for this time of year. So I opted to use it as an eyeliner. For that reason, it was so easy to use. I used it in every single shade, and it was a beautiful shadow. As an eyeliner, it showed like a shadow on my eyes. It showed some sort of dimension, but it was like a deep gray, so it looked really nice. I'm very happy to find out that a lot of shadows look really nice as eyeliners that you wouldn't expect to use them as eyeliners, and this one was a really nice one. I will say I really liked it. So you guys, that's why it looks the way it does. I got my 20 uses out of it, so this is also getting rolled out. I'm very happy that this one got rolled in because I was able to find a way to use it, because that's going to last me forever because of how pigmented it is and the color of it. It's not something I reach for often, but I do love it. I would pick that color over other grays that I have that are a little bit more lackluster than that one. So we have 2 rolls out so far. So let's move on to the other ones. So we rolled in our Glam Light, what is this, the ice cream palette. This was rolled in, I believe, last update, and we rolled in the color Cookie Dough. That was a nice golden shade, and I share with you guys where we were before, and this is where we are today. As you guys can see, I have a nice pan in there. Finally, we have pan, you guys, because I have been struggling with hitting pan in this project pan. So I was able to use this 9 times in order to hit pan. It was rather easy to hit pan. Going into it, I did not expect it. If you see my last update, I'd never meant to know this would be easy to hit pan because I've never hit pan on these shimmery shades in this palette. So I'm very happy that I was able to. I used this as an inner corner as well as all over the lid. So it had 2 uses of it. It wasn't just used as an inner corner highlight, but it was used as both. So for that reason, I was able to hit pan. It was a beautiful shade. I loved using this shade. It was just my typical golden shade that I love. So there was nothing wrong with it. I really enjoyed it. And I did end up using like this shade a few times. So I did pop a few other shades in here. as a look. So I also got use out of this palette. So this is also getting rolled out because I hit pan on it. Last palette that we have is the ColourPop All Amethyst. This is the second round that it has been in, and I had brought in the shade Trigonal. Last update, I believe I only had 6 uses on it, and I had a nice dip in it. So I'll show you where I was before, and this is where we are now, you guys. After 10 uses, I was able to hit pan. So I only needed 4 more uses to get to that pan. I'm very surprised because we all know that ColourPop mattes. This has shimmer throughout it, but it overall looks like a matte on the eye. It's very difficult to hit pan, but this one was very powdery, so it was really easy to hit pan on. I actually really liked it a lot. Once I hit pan on this one, I bumped over to the Glam Light one and I was able to hit pan on that one. I'm very happy. The ColourPop palette has pan, you guys. So I ended up with 2 pans this month. What? The one month that I really thought I was going to struggle with because of my vacation in between, I ended up having the best kind of month. It was just really easy, reachable shadows that did give me a hard time, formulas that worked for me. So I ended up getting 2 pans and 2 rollouts. So that means we get a refresh, you guys. We get a full refresh for this time. But before we do, I want to share with you guys all the color stories we have had up until this point. All right, you guys, so we have to roll in 1 single and 3 palettes. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our single and see what we get. Sephora Playing with Fire. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming that is a single pot. So we are going to remember that. What? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Nope. What in the world is going on over here? Okay. All right, so now let's move on to our palettes. All right, let's hope that I get 3 good palettes. So let's start out with the first one. Beauty Bay New Mood. We already had that one in this year, so we are moving on. We are not bringing that one back in. Anastasia Volume 2. That's one of those pure pigment ones. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. Okay, I'm not going to pan on that one at all. At all, you guys. What are the chances that I already have palettes in here and they're coming back? Stila Amethyst. That is a duo. I don't think I brought that one in ever. So we have a purple. Last but not least. I've already had that one in. See? How is it that I have hundreds of palettes and I still manage to re-roll the same crappy ones? All right. They're not crappy, but you know what I mean. We're re-rolling again because I already had that one in this year. ColourPop It's All Good. I don't think I had that one ever in here. All right. There are 3 palettes. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Okay, you guys. So I have all the palettes. Let's start out with the single. So the single was it's a glitter actually. Playing with Fire from Sephora. It's a colorful eyeshadow, obviously. So this is what it looks like. It's never been used. It looks identical to the MAC one. This does not have a shiftingness effect to it. So at least we continue with it. Kind of does though. It kind of does, you guys, but it's not as potent. It's not as sparkly. This one is not that sparkly. So this one has sparkle to it, but it's more finely milled than the MAC one. The MAC one has you could really see the sparkle. I just can't get over the repetitiveness, can I? And then we brought in the Stila Amethyst, and this is a duo like I mentioned, so there's only two sides. I've worked on the green one before, but I've never actually worked on any other shade. Oh, the blue one I have used as well. So we have 1 through 2. Let's see what we end up getting. 1. So that's this side right here, which is the more powdery end of it. It's not the, yeah, it's not the creamy side. One's like a creamier side and one's a matte. That's okay. You guys, we're going to have color this month. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have color. I have been wanting one of these palettes to come into this project pan all year long. I have all 4 of them, or maybe 5, I don't remember, but I've always wanted one of these to come in. So this is the volume 2, and this is what this one looks like. This does have some use on it, not a ton, but it does have some use on it. So this one has 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has 25. Let's see what we end up getting, you guys. 6. Oh, Lord. You know we're going down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A2, which is like this yellow, green, holy cannoli. Can we talk about the amount of color we're having this month? Wow. Okay. It's a matte as well, you guys. Yeah, that's a matte. Okay. Last but not least, It's All Good palette by ColourPop. So this is what this one looks like. Again, we have color in here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30 shades to work with. So let's put in 30. One. One. Okay. That one is called No Worries, which is right here. It's funny because all color, and then this one. This is a matte. This one will be easy to use. Yeah. And there it is right there, you guys. There it is, folks. Okay, so let's talk about our new eyeshadow here. Because it is a new refresh, how I typically do it is I grab 2 shades to concentrate on, and then the other 2, once I hit my goals on either one, is where I reach for the other ones. So I can tell you right now, I'm definitely going to end up using this shade, and then I'll pick another one to go with it. This shadow from Sephora is literally, as I'm looking at it more and more, it's almost identical as the MAC one. It's like I had repetitive palettes roll up in the hundreds of options. I end up 2 that are the same, and then I end up with the same shade. I try, you guys. I try. The only good thing is I finally got the Anastasia palette. So the purple one is nice. That might end up being used as an eyeliner again because that's dark enough for me to use as an eyeliner. So I may end up just using that as an eyeliner, and then these 2 will look really nice together. I'm tempted to use this one and this one as an inner corner highlight. I think that will look really nice with a lot of shade. So this is my eyeshadow color this month. I'm not sad about it. We're still with a tan. We still are in warm weather. So I don't mind this much color and brightness for this time of year. Now, if this was like in winter time, I'd be a little bit about it, but I'm actually okay with it. I'm okay with it. And I'm happy that I have palettes that I've never had before. These 2 are brand new to this. Brand new to it. All these are brand new except for like these shades. This one I've never used either. This one. Actually, all 4 palettes, in all 4 items in this round, I've never used. So at least I got brand spanking new things, but it also shows me that I have repetitive things. I am planning on doing something in the future to try to dwindle that down. My only thing is I don't have people to give out things to, so that's what holds me off on decluttering. Otherwise, I would have decluttered a lot of things a while back, but I don't have people to give to anymore. Everyone is saturated in stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I have future thoughts in mind. So this is it, you guys. This is what we got. Let me know what your thoughts are. You like it? You don't like it? It'll go with a lot of my neutrals. I could pop a color in there, so I'm not upset about it. I got this. I got this. Yep, I got this. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then.